Hello, Margaret Kuhlman here of Soul Astrology. Looking at this new moon chart, my eyes are drawn to Chiron. One of the beautiful things about Sagittarius is the openness to another way, another thought. If we have understood this bit, then it begins to be old hat straight away. Sun and Moon in Sagittarius, a call to open up the heart to new ideas, new pathways, new ways of behaving. It's ruled by Jupiter, and the encouragement to expand and the continuous life of fire is almost as though the movement goes one step ahead of fear. The fear is left behind. And without fear, we can express our potential. And Mars, the energy that we use to manifest. And all connecting to Chiron, going slowly through Aries these months, these years, where the fear of being independent and yet the fear of being restricted fight each other to use up our energy. So the trine from Sagittarius suggests a healing time, a time when the healer that Chiron truly is focuses out into the world to encourage every individual. This is a lovely sign to bring us to the solstice, where in the northern hemisphere we say the energy is below ground, the winter, where the hours of darkness are increasing day after day. If we had a short memory, we would easily be afraid that there would end up being no light at all. But Sagittarius lights a fire, finds fun, humour, tells stories, remembers, and dreams of future brightnesses, possibilities, scornful of doom and gloom. Where's the energy in them? Yet there is one danger we can see with all this brightness, the square to Neptune. Any connection to Neptune is liable to dissolve structure. It renders us very sensitive, but sensitive to every pressure, every movement of emotion. So the dreams and the memories can shift and change. The stories can be unreal. This is why it's so lovely to see in this chart that Mercury, representing our communication, our actual mental focus, is in Capricorn, grounded, focused on what appears real and solid, following tried and tested lines of action. And Mercury is involved completely separately, very at home with the water, the emotion. So an encouragement from Jupiter to move cautiously, carefully, not fearfully, and to take care of the emotions as they stir in the depths. Mercury sextile Venus and trine Jupiter. A beautiful combination. Lots of generous warmth, an appreciation of suffering and hardship, a steady and sensible pouring of beneficence to where it is needed. And even at the moment of the new moon, Mercury is turning retrograde, focused on how things have been, looking back at what's been going on with such a warmth and care to put it right. Sometimes when Jupiter opposes something, especially one of the personal planets, there's a tendency to overdo things, It's as though we have a taste in us of how things could be and feel that we should be able to do that, to be that, to feel those things. There could be quite a dilemma between these two ways of being, the steady earth and water, or the bright and cheerful fire. But actually, they're drawn together most beautifully by the quincunx from the Sun-Moon to Uranus, suggesting that we take space when we need it, that we don't bury ourselves completely into the ebb and flow of emotion, that we take time out as individuals. Standing back and observing, we get to see what's needed more clearly, pausing in the flow of jollity and remembering to send our loving thoughts to the other places on earth, to other people. I feel that linking these two sides is a matter of holding the loving heart open, rather than being exclusive to the family unit or to national pride. That the heart is held open so that the good feelings engendered by the group are spread out in intention. It's an opportunity to exercise our finer qualities. As we go through the month, past the solstice, celebrating the return of light, the tendency to possibly overdo the brightness becomes stronger as Mercury and Mars square Neptune precisely at the full moon. Venus has moved through Scorpio a long way, making a beautiful trine to Neptune. The Sun has moved into careful Capricorn and trines Jupiter itself, while the Moon, the mood of humanity, very much aware of family ties in Cancer, and trining Saturn, appreciating the need for structure and responsibility. So perhaps it's just our words we need to take care of, to really let the heart rule, to not try to do things too fast, to not rake through the ashes of old fires. When Mercury is retrograde, the difficulty that we have with that is that we're not properly focused in the present, which is why things can go wrong. And all of this reading of the charts is just painting a picture. They are little warnings of energy waves. How we respond to that is entirely up to us. The message of these two charts, for me, is to keep loving, to remember the spirit that is in all the people we connect with. We are spirit. We are not our memories. We are not what people say of us, not even what we think of ourselves. It's a time to let go of thinking that our thinking is so magnificent. To come into the body and feel how your own body feels. Let your open heart receive all the impressions around you as amazing forms and colours and movement. Enjoy the lights, the candles flickering, the fire burns and crackles, and the flames purr like a purring cat. Let it warm your core. Take care of your speech, Don't take things personally. We are riding a flow of moments, constant change, the fizz of life's energy. Have fun and enjoy it all. Have fun through the solstice festivities and the movement to the beginning of a new year. Jupiter goes direct on the 31st of December, and that which has been put on the back burner since September, when he began to be retrograde, comes back to the fore again. It probably takes a different shape from what you may have thought it would be, but a lot of what has been going on the last 4 months will have been preparation for what 2024 will bring. I felt moved to look at the chart for the moment given in the ephemeris for Jupiter's turn, and it's a very clear indication that selfish motives will not succeed. The love of the heart, open and generous, will have a most wonderful spiritual effect, lining ourselves up with spiritual loving and the motives to take care of all of us. Self first, of course, because how else can we be here and be correctly active? But our work is for the benefit of all of humanity. Often we cannot know what that will be, so it simply has to be a notion that we are all part of an unfolding growth, to hold our intention to fulfill our part, whatever that may be, to allow others to be just who they are, and to deal with what arises open-heartedly, prepared to enjoy, sometimes to risk, trying new things, and always open to that which is in the light. I wish for us all, as we go into 2024, that we feel the angel strength at our back, and that we follow the guidance of our inner light. Don't worry, sweet soul. You are so loved, you can do no wrong. Just be true to your deepest self, in love with the stuff of which you are made. Each breath, each movement of your living body, each perception you receive, all expresses the mystery which cannot be explained to your mind. But your heart has the key. Love opens the door, and all is clear.